Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're going to be taking a look at a watch from a brand that we have never featured on the channel. This is the Glycine Airman Vintage The Chief Purist GL0252 watch. Now, this watch is available on sale pre-owned here at JB Hudson Jewelers in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'll be dropping a link in the description to their website if you are interested in purchasing it. And this watch offers a lot of value for the money. So the original retail of this watch was 1,750 Swiss francs, and that's obviously that's over $2,000. But this watch is available on sale here at JB Hudson for $535. Now, honestly, I don't know if this watch has ever been worn before because it looks to be in almost perfect condition. There are some very, very, very light scratches on the mineral crystal. And this watch does have a mineral crystal. It is not sapphire, which, depending on if you like watches if you like watches with a mineral crystal, that could be a plus or a minus for you. I actually really like the crystal on this watch. It gives it a whole vintage kind of vibe that I think is very, very cool. Now, moving on to the case, it's got a 40 millimeter case that is DLC coated, but they actually call it gray coated on the website. So this essentially means that it's slightly less kind of black than normal DLC coatings. And I really like this because it doesn't hide the finishing details of this watch. So you can actually see the brushing on the bezel and then the mirror polishing on the side, and you can really differentiate between things. But when a watch is fully DLC coated, sometimes it can make it a little bit difficult to see the different finishing details. And this watch really is a great value for the money. It's, insane. For $535, the fact that you're going to be able to get a Swiss-made automatic, it's got an ETA-based movement, is kind of insane in this condition. So it's essentially brand new. I can't find a scratch on the case, to be honest. And it even has like the glycine little medallion here. So I think that's kind of that kind of adds to the value of the watch. So getting into the bezel here, so it's got a 24-hour bezel. This watch was meant to be, it can be used as a GMT, but it doesn't have a GMT complication. So in order to move the bezel, you unscrew this little brake here, and it has a little teeth in that brake, as you can see, that move onto the bezel to lock it down. But you can see it has a bidirectional smooth bezel. There's absolutely no clicks or anything like that, but it's just a really cool action. And then I'll lock it down here, and as you can see, it's locked up. Oh, maybe not all the way. Sometimes the teeth are a little bit misaligned, so now it is perfectly locked down, as you can see, and the watch isn't off. I know the bezel is slightly off from being perfectly over the 24. There, I think I fixed it. All right. So moving on to the dial of the watch. So the watch is actually a 24. It goes. The hour hand goes around once every 24 hours. And again, it's because this watch has military heritage. They were used by pilots in Vietnam. In order to kind of make this watch easier to use on a civilian basis, it has this little extension on the back of the hour hand that allows you to read the civilian time even if it's afternoon. So that's a really cool feature for this piece. It's very usable, but you're still getting that military history. Now I'll move on to a wrist shot. So the 40 millimeter case on this piece is nearly perfect in my opinion as far as the fit. It wears probably slightly bigger than 40 though, probably like a 42, but it would look fine on pretty much anyone's wrist. But one thing to note about the piece is that it's extremely thin. It would definitely fit under a dress shirt cuff, so you could wear this with a suit potentially. I don't know how DLC would look with the suit, but there's actually a steel version available too. But this DLC is, I really like this, and I'm, again, by no means a DLC fan usually. But it would, again, fit under a shirt cuff, so that's really nice. It's extremely comfortable. The strap is very, very well made. It doesn't feel like cheap leather at all. So I'm very impressed with this piece, and I'm happy that we were able to feature it on the channel. So if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. Otherwise, you're not going to get notified of our most recent videos. Thanks for watching.